Hello everyone, happy Tom Ford Tuesday, where Tuesdays we dedicate to Tom Ford beauty. I have got wing liner 3 different ways. I'm going to share all the details with you today. I feel sometimes that wing liner and even false lashes, because we're touching on that as well, are things that we stray away from. We just don't even bother. Sometimes it can be a little intimidating and, oh, it's going to look too much. I've got a couple of techniques to help encourage you to give it another chance and to make things easy for you. You know, maybe I can teach you something today. And if not, we hung out, we had some fun on Tom Ford Tuesday, our favorite day of the week. So, shall we? Happy Tom Ford Tuesday, everyone. How are we? How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. I had a good morning. I woke up really tired. It was one of those days where I actually went to sleep at a decent hour. I woke up early, and it's just like I couldn't wake up. Oh, I actually snoozed 2 times today. But once you get the engine going, once you get everything warmed up, it's just, you go. So I have my coffee. I'm ready to get into it. Now, let's have a good week because we're saying it's going to be a good week. Let's make sure we get all our deadlines and all our work done and all our goals achieved and the rest of our Christmas shopping done. Tom Ford, I feel, has one of the best eyeliners, liquid liners, felt tip, gel eyeliner products on the market, hands down. This is Tom Ford's Eye Defining Pen. This is dual-ended, okay? So it's a 2-in-1. On one end, it's more of your traditional, like, liner. And on the other, it's a smaller one, perfect for keeping things precise. This is very, very long lasting, very easy to work with, feels great in the hand. Obviously, we'll get into it in a moment. And the best part is, this is the longest lasting liquid liner I have ever tried, ever owned. You definitely get your money's worth with this. I feel that a lot of other liquid liners that are good quality, feel great in the hand, perform, you go through them a lot faster. A lot. So you end up buying more versus just buying this. This will last you. This will last you. And if you're a person that uses liquid liner, eyeliner every single day, this will last you. This is extremely multifunctional. You can use this in so many different ways, and I'm going to show you a couple. So let me get nice and close and let's get to it. Now, as always, I'm going to just remind you, always make sure your hands are clean, especially when you're working around your eyes and your makeup stuff around the eyes, okay? So, if you don't love a super intense or dramatic eyeliner with a liquid liner, that's okay. So let's start off with something soft and simple. So usually, your first initial instinct is to hold this like forward and draw your line, and that's fine. But hear me out. What I found is that if you press down on the side instead of forward, you have a little bit more control and it's a little bit more of a guide. So what's great also about this eye definer pen is, let's say you need to kind of refill it without overfilling it to where it's too runny and a mess. You're going to just simply place it in the tip, and it has that nice little spring motion right there. Kind of just refill the ink. All right, so I'm going to just expose my lash line, under lash line, and sideways I'm going to press right up against my lash line. More towards the lashes, not my eye. And I'm gonna pretty much like a tight line. It says, but I'm using liquid, so. Of all of the liners techniques I'm going to share with you today, this one is going to be the most subtle. But you're going to notice it does just enough on the eye to kind of just give it a little bit of definition without being too over the top. I personally love doing this on my no makeup days. And I feel like this one is the most foolproof because you don't have to be perfect with a line. And again, it's nice and subtle, but you're going to notice it. So see this eye, bare and boring. We've got nothing going on. And then over here on this side, it's nice and subtle. but it does a little something to the eye. Just going with your lashes, and it's going to be a good day. Yes. Love how subtle this is. And again, I feel like it's very foolproof. You can't really mess it up. Let's continue on with the eye definer pen, and then we'll go on to the other products. With this, instead of trying to literally draw it, which if you drink coffee or your hand is just not steady, you're probably not going to get the best perfected line. Easiest way I have found, and it's pretty quick as well, is I will take the felt tip and I'm going to just press it this way, like sideways, right up against my lash line. I'm just going to press. And that's going to start to give me the illusion that I am drawing it, but I'm really not. Pressing it sideways and giving it a little pull. And you just kind of want to follow the shape of your eye. And the trick is to keep it nice and close to your lash line, because that's where I remember I made my most mistakes. I was just drawing, and then you have to go back and fill it in anyways. But when you're doing this, shaping it first like this, it's a lot easier. Now I'm going to look in my mirror and I'm going to say, what shape do we want to do today? How high do we want to go? Do we want to keep it more straight? It's going to be personal preference. We're going to do a baby wing first. So what I'm going to do is the same way I've been holding it flat. I am just going to, right on the outer portion of my eye, I'm going to give it a slight angle and just touch. Just like that, because again, we're doing a little baby wing. We're going to start with a baby wing. We'll keep it safe. Now I'm going to turn the eye definer pen this way because I want to pull a little bit in the opposite direction. Okay, so right here where our little guide, the little end of it, where I just, placed my little baby wing, I'm going to go right at that end, holding the eye definer pen down the same way. Align it with my lash line and just slightly pull it in. And then I'll look and I'll see, hey, is that good? Is that what I'm looking for? Okay, so I've looked at it. I feel my placement is right because again, we're literally just sideways stamping it. Nice and easy. I can go ahead and continue stamping so that it's perfected. We're keeping it nice and close to the lash line. Okay. Just like that. Nice and easy. And I have like a little gap there I need to fill. I'll just fill it. This is literally the babiest of baby wings. The best part is all we're doing is pressing the eye definer pen down on the lash line, and it's creating these small little lines, and as I go, I just connect them like this. I just connect them. And then you can give it a slight little pull to kind of just even and smooth it. Eyeliner doesn't have to always be dramatic. This soft little baby liner is perfect. Go about your night. Mascara, lashes, whatever you want to do. Have fun. Have at it. So let's do the complete opposite on the other eye. We'll do a nice dramatic wing. I'm going to do the exact same way that I applied this eye, just as my guide at first. So I'm going to do the same thing. We're just going to stamp down close to the lash line, stamping down nice and close to the lash line, and then we'll perfect it. We'll thicken it up. This is just, I have found, the easiest way as your guide. Now I get to decide how long, how dramatic, how much of a wing do we want today. Today we're going to do as dramatic as, I know everybody's dramatic is different, but the nice Tom Ford sophisticated kind of dramatic wing, okay? The realistic one that I would do. So I'm going to use my lower lash as a guide and pretty much just do a nice little with it to kind of pull up my eye, but not up like this, at a nice angle. So I again use my lower lash line as my guide and I do a soft little flick. Nice and small. I figure less is more always, and then we can always add to it. Here's where I do my little check. I'll look forward. Do I feel it's dramatic enough? Do I need to maybe go up more? Then I'll kind of close my eye, because you can really get to see your placement great that way. This I feel like I want to go up just a little tiny bit more. So same way, using my lower lash as my guide, we're gonna just... How are we gonna connect this? How we're gonna pull this all together? Here's what I like to do. And this, again, it just makes things easy. Same way we've been doing, where we've been holding it flat, and it pretty much does a lot of the work for you. And at a little bit of an angle, keeping it nice and close to the lower lash line, of course, I just lay it flat and I have my little line right there. And I like to somewhat let this not dry out, but not as intense as when we're first placing, because what this allows me to do is it's creating a faint line so that I know, do I want to remove it? Do I want to add more? It's a little more workable that way. Now I'm going to switch over to the more defining part of the pen, the nice small portion, and this is where I get to fill in. This too I hold sideways, and I use this to fill in. I go at a nice little angle, and I just fill in. And then for the rest, you can hold it like a regular pen and just fill in, take your time, and just fill it in. I'm going to go back to my regular side. And I have a little tail here. We want to fill that in just a little. Now, I intentionally made a little mistake, because they happen, and that's okay. The best part about it is you can totally clean it up nice and easy. So I'm just going to grab my brush. In particular, this is the Tom Ford number 3. I'm going to pick up just a little touch of concealer. Now we want to clean up our little mistake. So right here, right there, we just touch it up. And let's say down here you have a mistake, you can do the exact same thing. So here is a little bit more of a wing liner. I think for my eye shape and style, this is very practical. This is my go-to when it comes to wing liner. I don't usually go too much more than this. I think it's just the right amount of thickness. So here we have 2 very different ways of doing your wing liner. Nice and subtle and like a little baby one for the nice easy everyday. And remember, again, this eye included the underlash definition, which really is soft and subtle and really great for the everyday. And again, when I use this in particular, it stays in place. It's a liquid. I know it's a little intimidating, but it stays in place all day. Very, 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 very good staying power. And then on this eye, we have a little bit more of a dramatic wing, a little bit more of the traditional wing. The purpose of these is to create lift on the eye. And again, remember, the thicker you go, the more it's going to close the eye. It's going to bring it up, but it also does close the eye out as well. Liquid liner is just not your thing. I'm not interested. Give me another option. Well, I've got 2 for you. Let me remove these and I'll be right back to show you. This I like to feel like is my lazy morning. I don't really feel like it, but I still want to do a little something. Little trick, little tip that I'm going to share with you. So this is the Tom Ford Gel Eyeliner. So it's nice and creamy. This color in particular is Cocoa. Super creamy. Nicely pigmented. Love these. Clean fingers, clean hands, okay? So right here on the side of my finger, I take the pencil and I do a little line like that. Okay. This is another one that I feel is pretty foolproof. My eye's a little red from cleaning the previous application. But here's what I'm going to do. On the outer portion of my eye, right where we applied this, I'm going to place it and just pull up. You don't understand how crazy and insane I feel some days when I do this. But hello? Yeah. If you feel you need to perfect it, grab a brush. This brush in particular is from Chantecaille. It's an eyeliner brush, okay? No product. I'm just going to lightly pull to perfect. Because these you have a little bit of time to work with them before they set. That was the easiest and quickest. And I'm telling you, on the mornings when I just don't have the time, I just draw on my finger and go like that, and I'm gone. And that's it. And it'll just stay. And it's soft and it's easy and it doesn't require a lot and it doesn't have to be perfect and you don't have to worry about doing on the lash line, and you still get that same effect. You still get that lifted effect. Beautiful. But okay, fine. You want more. Let's do more. Grab your eyeliner brush, okay? Pick up directly off your pencil, okay? Just build up some product on your pencil, and now stamp on your lash line with that pencil. And it's soft, and it's easy, and you connect. You want a little bit more. That's good, that's fine. There you go, soft and easy, and it's a little bit more, and it's still nice and practical, and it didn't take a long time. So another way that you can do your eyeliner is with eyeshadow. I picked 3. I grabbed 3 of my Tom Ford eyeshadow quads that you can grab a nice dark color to create a wing. If you want a nice, rich, intense, dark black classic, going with Dark Opulence. This black, she's intense. Okay, she is intense. Okay, that's option 1. This is a newer one, and the color, it's dark, but it's not full-on black. Black Diamond. I feel like a little eggplant to her. See? But when you're doing a wing with it, you can't really tell. And then another one that I really like the formulation, and I think it's nice to work with to create your wing, is Smoky Quartz. This is the creme formulation. Nice. This is a brown, but it's a dark black brown. I thought that was a nice option as well. These are my 3 go-to options whenever I want to use a shadow to create a wing. Dark Opulence, Black Diamond, and Smoky Quartz. Great options. We're going to go in with Black Diamond today because I like that one. I like the way it looks. Now your tools. Your tools are vital. Your tools are key. I have 3 here. Okay? 3 options. We can go with the angled option, the flat option, or this tiny little guy. We love detail work, okay? This number 12 brush from Tom Ford, it's great too because it's angled and it has a little bit more density to it, not too much. So what this will help with is smoking out the lower lash line, and with your wing, let's say you kind of want to fade it and blend it and kind of give it that smoky effect. This does a great job at that too. Black Diamond with my flat brush. I'm just going to pack it. I'm turning it around, packing it. Now remember, these are shadows, so you want to tap off the excess. Okay, here's the fun part, your placement. So what I do is, again, I use my lower lash line as my guide. So lower lash line, and I angle it towards my eyebrow. That's pretty much the shape I go for. That's my invisible guide. So I tapped off the excess, and I'm going to just press. I'm not going to do anything else, just press. Just for placement, okay? I'm going to look, I'm going to see, okay, do I want that? Do I want to go up? Do I want it longer? What do I want? I never know. So I haven't put on any more product. I'm going to press again, but this time I'm going to do a little pull towards the end. Just a little bit so that it softens it and kind of pulls it out a little. And now I'm looking, I'm like, okay. I like how we're looking. We're good. I'm going to go back in and pick up a little bit more of the powder on the brush. Tap the excess. And now is when I will just press on my lash line. so we can start to form our wing liner, okay? Press, press, press. We'll go back in, pick up more product, and just continue to press and shade, staying nice and close to my lash line. Okay. And now where I have my line on my lash line, I want to fill it in just a little bit right here. Okay, I'm just going to go right there, angle it, and just press. And now I can kind of fill in the shape. All right, feeling good. That was easy. Look at my wing. And with shadow, if you make a little mistake, because see, like right there, I don't like that. I'm gonna just take my finger. And here I am. I have used my eyeshadow to create a nice little wing. And again, this is from Black Diamond. It's got a little bit of like an eggplant, purpley, dark undertone. But when you apply it, you can't really tell. But here we are, eyeshadow, pencil with a little finger flick. Let's say you want a kind of little something, a little fluff, a little more. I'll take the Tom Ford number 12. We don't have any product on her. I am going to just blend where we placed the shadow. So now we're kind of just softly creating more shadow with that brush. And I just blend, no product. And it's super soft. Now you really get to see the more eggplant purple color when you blend it like that. But it's still soft and you still get the winged effect. Yeah. So eyeliner 3 different ways with 3 different products. The eye definer pen, which is the best of the best, hands down. Gel eyeliner and eyeshadow. Which one was your favorite? Which one do you feel most comfortable with? The point of this is to help you have options to try, okay? Because I know some of us are very terrified of wing liner and we just don't do it. But I wanted to share ways that you could that would not be too intimidating and you would still get the same effect and have different options if you want it soft, if you want it crisp, if you want it intense. Lashes. Lashes is another one that a lot of us kind of stray away from where we don't really want to do it. I'll just do some mascara, it's fine. No, let's try some lashes. I want to share some techniques so that you're comfortable, so that it's easy. And hey, maybe you never thought to do this. Let me share some ideas that I have done myself and it makes things a little bit easier. Now, when it comes to false lashes, we've got so many options, but Tom Ford doesn't make false eyelashes and that's okay. And yeah. So I'm going to share with you some of my favorite lashes. Now the first one I want to share with you is the fact that you don't have to do a full-on strip lash. You can just do a half lash and that will give your eye that beautiful lift and a little bit of glamour, just enough, but still very wearable. This one in particular is really my favorite. It's from Auric. They give you 2 lashes, okay, and a mirror. Hello. So they give you half. These are used. But I tried to put them back in there nicely for you. So they give you a half lash on top and then a full lash on the bottom. Hello. I also really love the option of lashes that are brown. In my recent mascara video, I shared with you that my everyday favorite mascara is a brown mascara. I love it. So these ones in particular are from House of Lashes. And you're going to see the band up top is nice and thin. And it's actually a blend of brown and black, and it's just really, really beautiful. And then, of course, no lash, false lash, is complete without having a dramatique, dramatic false lash. One of my favorite brands, Dominique Cosmetics. These are the Flirty. These are used. And you'll notice the trend. I try to make sure to have thin band lashes because First of all, I find those to be the most comfortable, not heavy, and easiest to work with because they're bendable, malleable, and they shape onto the eyes the best. Now also, big factor with applying your lashes is going to be tools. I love the girlies who can put on their lashes with their finger. I could do it, but I prefer having a nice tool because not only does it help me with placement, but once the lash is pretty much set, I like to then go over and just clamp them into place. So tools are very, very important. So of course we're going to go in with my favorite from Auric. So very gently, I'm just removing my lash. Give her a little wiggle, and what this is going to do is it's going to bend the lash a bit because our eyes have contours and curves. Now, like a good tool, lash glue is very, very important. And I love nowadays we have so many options like this one. This is literally like a eyeliner. Well, it is an eyeliner. It's not like an eyeliner. It's an eyeliner that also has lash glue in it. So you'll go ahead, apply your liner nice and close to the lash line, and then you go ahead and apply your lashes because it's an eyeliner and a lash glue. I love that. That's so fun. But then, you know, we love our regular lash glue as well. I use the Duo. One side's black, one side's clear. It's got a little brush tip, whatever. So we're going to do the half lash first. I want to show you how that just does just enough to the eyes. And I feel it to be like the most forgiving of lashes. I will go in and apply my glue. With the glue, I more so go top inward. And what I mean by that is I put a little bit of glue on the top with emphasis on the ends and the middle, and then a little on the inside, the portion that's coming towards you. So right on top here, put my glue with a little extra on the ends there and a little extra in the middle. And then whatever's left, I'll just a little bit on the inside. You want to let that sit for a couple of seconds. I don't really count, I just kind of wing it, but you're really supposed to do like 15 to 30 seconds. So I'm going to grab one of my little tweezers and I'm going to hold the center of my lash. Not too close to the band and not too far either. I'm going to get my mirror. Now this is the tip that I have found to be the most effective, is instead of looking forward like this, look down. And that way you're going to see the top of your lash more clear, and that will help with your application. And the point of your lashes application is you want to make sure that you're as close to the lash line as possible. And when you're applying, you want to go like from up down, like come in from the top. Looking at the outer portion of the lash, I'm going to make sure that's placed on the outer portion of my eye first. Make sure everything's lined up. And there we go. Literally just lay it there, right on your lash line. And then you'll have a little bit of time to go in and perfect and make sure you're placed properly. And then I take my little finger and just give it a little push up because I don't want my lashes straight. I want them nice and lifted. And this is the beauty of a half lash. And I don't even have mascara intentionally to just show you what it's creating for your eye look. It's lifting just at the end. So you get that nice little cat eye pull. Yes. Even when your wing liner isn't anything intense and over the top. And then, you know, you can perfect everything with some mascara and bring everything together. So that was soft and subtle and, you know, easy every day. Let's be dramatic. Let's. And for that, I'm going to reach for my Dominique Cosmetics. These are Flirty Foaming Lashes. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And you can definitely put these over your eye before you put them on to make sure the length is good. If not, you can trim them a little bit. These I've already done that with, so I don't need to. And also you can kind of like see, hey, is this going to go with my look today? Kind of like give that little try on before you put them on. Sometimes it's not completely necessary, but sometimes when I wear more dramatic lashes and I know I'm going to be wearing them all night, I don't want any mishaps. Because listen, it's an attachment, it's an extension. Things can move, things can lift. So what I will do is I'll take a little touch of my glue and I'll go right by my lash line, right on the center. I'll put a little towards the end and then just a touch towards the beginning, just as my little security. You can't really even see it. Grab my lash, I hold towards the center with my lash tool, look down in my mirror, and place. Okay, I think I'm okay. Do I need to move it? We gotta move quickly before this glue dries. Pull it over just a touch. By pulling it over just a little, I then am able to just push it, and you'll feel it on your lash line. Press towards the beginning, just pushing it in. It's not hurting me. I know it looks a little weird because I'm like pushing in my eyeball, but no, it's not hurting or anything. Now I'll take a look. We're feeling good, looking good. If you ever put on your lashes and it's poking you and your eyes are instantly watering, take it off. Do it over. But placement's good. We're feeling good. I can see. I'll now just kind of pinch everyone together. After I've pinched and applied, I then just like to take my hand or my finger and just fluff up my lash. And just like that, our lashes are applied. We're all done. Nice and easy. And the biggest thing with applying your lashes is when you hold your mirror and you look down, and then apply your lashes, you're able to get super close to that lash line. So it looks, I mean, hello, they're false lashes, but it's gonna look as seamless. I'm not gonna use the word natural. No, it's gonna look as seamless as physically possible with a more dramatic lash especially. So now is when I will just take some mascara and do a little something on the lower lash line and just finish everything up and bring the look together. And even though I'm not wearing any eye look today, no eye makeup, you still look nice and glamorous because your lashes are just lashing. All right, so here we are. I have the full, more dramatic lash on this eye and then the half lash on this eye. And then I did go in with a little mascara to, you know, kind of bring everything together. You still get the same effect of lashes, but half. I hope you found today's video helpful, and if you tend to stray away from wing liner or lashes, you know, you may have felt intimidated or overwhelmed or it's just too much. I hope I shared some techniques with you that will encourage you to give it another shot, give it another try. Let me know which technique was your favorite today. Was it just swiping your finger and magically having a wing liner? Was it taking the time to create a beautiful dramatic wing using the most amazing eye definer pen? Or was it just taking the brush and winging it? No pun intended. Comment down below and let me know. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me today on our favorite day of the week. Happy Tom Ford Tuesday, everyone. Take a minute and give today's video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Stay beautiful. I'll see you very soon. Bye.